This conference will now be recorded.
Oop. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with our webinar about CommentSold in our Let's Get Digital series. CommentSold is an online sales tool, and I consider myself an amateur at the sales side and the business side of the CommentSold, but a professional CommentSold shopper. I have had much experience shopping CommentSold over the past several weeks, and it's been really interesting to me to see a lot of our local boutiques adapt to everything that's going on and use this tool to sell during this time. And I'm really enjoying shopping on CommentSold, and so I wanted to bring this to you guys and see if it could be beneficial to you. So what is CommentSold? As I just said, it's an online sales tool, and it helps convert social media comments into sales. It helps you do automatic invoices and manage all aspects of your business with the #1 comment selling platform and total e-commerce solution. And this is what comes straight from their website. It helps you to save time and streamline the process from order to invoice. Here are a couple of the features of CommentSold, and once again, these all do come directly from their website. So you can do comment selling, which is turning social comments into sales. And I'm sure if you have a Facebook, you've probably seen a couple people do this. You can, if you use CommentSold, you can tell it exactly what you want it to say in the verbiage in the posts, and your customers can comment on that original post, sold, size, medium, and then it's automatically in their cart, and it's awesome. You can do live selling, which is captivating and exciting for an audience. I know that when some of the boutiques around here post that they're having a live sale, it's one of the things that I actually put on my mental calendar for the day. So if the Willow Tree is having a live sale at noon, I'm gonna tune in to that Willow Tree live sale at noon on my lunch break. It's exciting. It gives people something to look forward to, and it's really addictive. And that's what the next point is. It makes shopping a game. So when you tell people that there's low stock in one of your items, then they want to go ahead and get to typing and type sold, medium, whatever. It's really interesting when you tell people that it's low stock and you see all these comments start flooding in and you're like, oh, I missed out on that item. It's addictive, and it makes you want to keep coming back for more and keep shopping and find more online sales. It is unreal, the amount of people that are using this now. And it makes the online shopping process seamless. So for the consumer, they comment that they comment sold, their color and their size, and then it goes into a cart that is also linked on to Facebook. They click their link, they pay their invoice, and it's done. It's all located conveniently. So I know you might be wary to transition from your web store, your online website shopping, where they add to cart, they check out. So it seems like an extra step, but it's not. So even if you are selling on Instagram and on Facebook in the same day, they'll still go to the same link, and it's awesome. I saw one store where they were doing a live sale, and a person commented sold on an item in the live sale, and then they remembered that they saw a jacket on the company's Instagram several days earlier. So they went back to the Instagram, commented sold on the Instagram jacket, and then everything that they wanted from the live and the Instagram jacket was in their cart, and they paid for it all at once. So it helps to really increase that revenue and remind people of the things that they saw earlier in your posts, and they wanted to go ahead and shop those as well. So it also helps to automate your workload. So these are all of the main things that CommentSold does for your business. It helps with invoicing and payments, inventory management, because when you load a product onto CommentSold, you tell it how many you have in each color, size, and all that stuff. So when it's sold out, it won't let you sell anymore, but it will add it to a wait list. And I'll get to that in a little bit because that is actually one of my favorite features as a consumer on CommentSold is the wait list. It helps with shipping and fulfillment. It can also help if you have the more advanced boutique plan, which we'll get to the plans in a little while as well. It helps with marketing, automation, and reporting and analytics, which is really awesome if you need those advanced tools. So how does it work? Step one, the customers, this is how does it work on the customer's side, just for clarification. So the customers find an item to buy in a post or video on Facebook or Instagram. So they see a post and an item catches their eye. Say it's this necklace. And they're like, oh my goodness, I need that necklace. So next they comment sold with the identifier plus variants, and their invoice is automatically created. So to break that down and not just use those big words of identifier and variants, say the post says comment sold number 101. 101 is the identifier, so that identifies which item in your stock, which product number they're going to be ordering. And then the variants are going to be the size and color. So if you have a necklace and it comes in 4 different colors, white, blue, yellow, and pink, then they comment sold 101 white, and that's how they'd get this necklace. And it automatically makes an invoice for them, and they'll just go pay it later. Or they can pay it right then, and or they can pay it later and continue to add more stuff to their cart. It just kind of depends on your setup. So if you're doing a Facebook Live, then they'll probably want to keep adding more stuff because it's a game at this point. They want to make sure that they get as much as they possibly can. But you can make their carts expire in a certain amount of time, so it's even more competitive, which is very interesting as well. Oh. Next, they're gonna click and I cannot even see that. But they're gonna pay their invoice after that, or they're gonna keep shopping, like I just said, and that's their next step. Okay, some of the benefits of CommentSold. CommentSold users save on average 40 hours a week on invoicing alone. So instead, it takes out that step of when you're doing sales on a website where you have to go back and work on all those invoices manually. That you don't do that anymore, because CommentSold automatically does make those invoices for you. You're able to schedule posts with the verbiage and photos you would like to use. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard that with online sales and with social media in general, consistency is key. So it makes your buyers come back for more. So you can schedule your posts with the exact photos or videos and the text for a certain amount of, for what time of day you want to post. So if you want to post at 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 every day, you post 4 times a day on the hour, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You can schedule that. I believe I'm not exactly sure of the amount of time in advance that you can schedule it, but you can schedule it and it still continues to track your inventory and stuff. One of the coolest features to me right now, which you guys are want to snatch up this deal, by tomorrow, there's a 14-day free trial period, but it's extended to 30 days of free trial period, so you don't pay for your plan at all through April 30th. So that's tomorrow, 30 days, no payment. So if there's a time to try out CommentSold, it is right now. Okay, here are the breakdown of the plans. So there are actually 3 plans, the startup, boutique, and the enterprise. And the enterprise plan is even more advanced, and you have to talk to a CommentSold specialist if you're even interested in that. So here's the 2 basic plans that I'm going to go ahead and go over with you guys today. The startup plan includes Facebook integration, Instagram integration, inventory management, Shopify integration, automatic invoices, real-time chat support, and they'll take 5% of your sales. And that's just $49 a month. The boutique one is all of the startup features plus Facebook support. So you can do groups, pages, and Messenger. It'll let you schedule your posts. It'll do integrated shipping and labels. You get prioritized chat support, and it just takes 3% of your sales, and that's $149 a month. So if you're interested in that, definitely go ahead and sign up for your free trial by tomorrow. Okay, so this video is how CommentSold is going to work for your customers. So everything that I said earlier, but this video is from CommentSold's YouTube, so they explain it in a little bit more detail.
See how simple shopping can be with CommentSold. First, shoppers log into their personal Facebook account and join the Facebook group or page. Shoppers start browsing, and when they find something they love, they scroll down to the comments section and type out exactly what they see on screen: sold, desired size, and color if applicable. If the item is currently in stock, shoppers instantly receive a response with an invoice. Shoppers must pay this invoice quickly or risk the invoice expiring, and the item will automatically go to the next person on the wait list. If the item is currently out of stock, shoppers receive a response to their comment notifying them that they have been put on the wait list. That's it. Shoppers will love the experience. As long as they are watching their inbox and notifications, they won't miss out on their favorite items.
Okay, and this is a reminder that if you do have questions, I will try to answer everything as best as I possibly can. Once again, I am a CommentSold user amateur, but I am a professional CommentSold shopper, as I like to call myself. So if you can put any questions in the chat box right here. If you haven't seen that function, I will say, oh, it won't let me type. It won't actually let me type in the chat right now, but if you do have any questions, you can put it in the chat box and I will try to answer those. And if I don't have an answer, I will try to find you one and get that to you after the webinar is over. Okay, so this is about, oh goodness, go back. How comment selling is good, how much comment selling works for your business. Okay, so you're going to start by selecting the plan that works best for you and create your account. You're going to follow the tutorial to link your Facebook and your business Facebook group. So you're going to start with just you. And then if you have a Facebook group that is for your boutique insiders or something like that, you're going to link that, and that's where you're going to go live. And the reason that it's suggested for you to have an insider group is because it adds a little bit more exclusivity to what you're selling, which it's not necessary, but it does help, and it makes people want to continue to join that exclusive group so they can see when you go live, and it makes them want to purchase more because they're exclusive and they feel really important to you and important to your business. And then you're going to add your products, and I'm going to show you another video in just a second that is a little bit longer, but we're going to go through the dashboard on CommentSold, and it'll show you where to add, how to add your products, and all those good things. Next, you're going to schedule your posts. So like I said earlier, you can schedule your posts for as far out in advance as you want and all that verbiage that you want on them. So you're going to schedule your posts next, and schedule your live events if you're going to have any, if that's going to work for your business, and start doing your little live event teasers. And then after you've started to get some sales in, you're going to use the CommentSold invoice, and it's that simple. Okay, so this next video that I'm about to show you guys is a little bit longer. It's about 15 minutes. Well, it's actually an hour and 20 minutes, but I've chosen the 15 minutes that are focused on the setup portion of CommentSold. If you have questions, or if you can't hear the video, if there are technical difficulties on my end, go ahead and put it in the chat box, because I can only see what's on my screen. So if there are issues, please let me know and I will try to fix it, or I'll try to give it the rundown. But we as a chamber do not have a CommentSold account because we don't sell. So I wanted to make sure that you can see the dashboard. So that's why I found a video for you. Okay.
How to get everything set up. Now, if you've logged into your CommentSold dashboard before, you've noticed that this menu over here on the left-hand side is really how we navigate through the whole system.
Actually, again, I'm going to go ahead and pause and walk through the main portion of the dashboard with y'all, because she's going to hop straight in. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but she's going to hop straight in and start talking about these things on the left, each of the menu items. But I think that the regular part of the dashboard is really interesting, because you can see the total number of orders that have come through your shop, your CommentSold shop, your customers, your revenue and sales comparison, the latest comments, and you can see what happened with the order and the invoice, and you can see your orders and those ID numbers, what you've got fulfilled, what's unfulfilled, and what is in the what is in processing. So I think that's very interesting that you do have all of this information right on your dashboard, and I think that that's really, really easy to use. So we'll go back to that video.
Before we start posting anything for sale, before we start uploading a bunch of inventory, I always recommend going through these two tabs right here, the Facebook Setup tab, as well as the Setup tab. We have to be connected to Facebook in order to start posting things to Facebook. Therefore, let's go ahead and just make that part of getting set up. When you connect to Facebook, it's going to say that you are now connected as, and it should say your name. That is perfect. It's not going to connect to your business page. It's not going to connect to your group. It's going to connect to your Facebook account. That's fine. We're not going to be posting anything directly to your personal Facebook account. We just need to pull up that information so we can pull up all of the groups that you are an admin of. If you are the admin of the group, you'll see that group down here ready for you to hit enable so that you can start posting into it. If you don't see your group, just make sure that you are the admin, not your business page, not a business partner. Make sure that this person is an admin so that you can then turn on the group. Now notice up here we have these three tabs for groups, pages, and messenger. Please don't skip over clicking into each of these. You definitely want to have a page enabled. Reason being is because the page is where all of your notifications are sent from. So all those cool messenger pop-ups, all those cool in-comment replies, those all come from the page. So make sure that you have a page enabled. Same for messenger. Definitely want to make sure that we have those messenger notifications going out. So again, same thing, just hit the white enable button next to that same business page you just enabled. Now, flashback real quick. Do you guys remember the auto templates? The auto templates were those in-comment replies to your customer's order. Make sure that your group is linked to your page. When you have linked the group and your page together on Facebook, just let CommentSold know that they are linked together. If they are, make sure that says enabled. And if they aren't, which is totally fine, you can just make sure that says disabled. Now, once you've connected Facebook, let's hop one step up over here to the Setup tab. This is really where you can do a lot of customization. When you open up the Setup tab, we have a lot of other tabs that will open up here at the top. We're definitely going to be hitting the highlights today. The first one that automatically opens is the Shop tab, where right away you have access to your shop URL. Now, one quick pro tip, a lot of shops, before they start posting anything for sale, will actually do a soft introduction to the system, where they tell their audience they're using a new automatic invoicing system. They'll tell their customers how to register. They'll tell their customers how to comment, and then of course, how to check out, all while providing that shop URL to go ahead and get customers pre-registered. So doing a soft introduction like that may be something to consider before you start launching items. On this shop tab, you'll also have your shop name, your shop description, your shop's address, as well as the time zone. Then we also have the area where you can customize your shopping cart time, as well as a bunch of toggle switches, again, just to really help you customize the site. Make sure everything is running the exact way you want it to before you start taking orders. You'll have the option for the product list. Again, remember that's going to be that whole list of items listed here at the bottom of items you've already posted for sale. Decide if you'd even like that on or not. If you would like to hide sold out products from that product list, if you would like to leave you order notes, if you would like to receive low stock notifications. If this option's on, you'll have the option to actually get an email notification when you're running low on stock. You'll then have your waitlist authorization if you'd like to use that.
They are, but still things are a little different, you know.
Gateways.
Everybody else has
Turn on gift cards, and also give your customers the option to update quantity. Remember, I had that option here on my checkout tab, quantity. I could update that. The next tab we'll talk about is shipping. Shipping and fulfillment is something that we can definitely help with through CommentSold. There are a few different ways we can help you get started. One is going to be through your Shopify Sync. For my Shopify folks out there, when you connect your Shopify account, you'll actually have the option that will pop up down here that will allow you to send orders back to Shopify for fulfillment. I would recommend doing that. That way you just fulfill all in one place. All of your orders will be back in Shopify, ready for you to purchase labels to their new homes. Another platform you can use to help with shipping and fulfillment will be ShipStation. ShipStation is a really popular shipping platform. This is where you can plug in your ShipStation's API key, the API secret. And again, you will be fulfilling all of those orders over in ShipStation, purchasing those labels, getting them out in the mail to their new owners. Another way you can ship through CommentSold is to make sure that the CommentSold shipping is disabled. And then you'll have access to enter in your GoShippo API information. GoShippo, again, similar to ShipStation, is just another really popular e-commerce shipping platform to help you get orders out the door, get those labels purchased, get everything out to their new homes. And lastly, we have our own built-in CommentSold shipping. If you're going to be using the built-in CommentSold shipping, just make sure it is enabled here at the bottom. And then you'll be on USPS commercial base rates. Now, no matter how you are shipping, it doesn't matter if you're sending orders back to Shopify, it doesn't matter if you're using ShipStation, GoShippo, or the built-in CommentSold shipping, you'll still need to fill out this whole shipping information tab. Because CommentSold is the system that is sending the invoice, CommentSold therefore needs to know how much money to add to this invoice to help you cover shipping costs. So again, you'll just fill out all of your shipping information, starting with what are your shipping costs? What is going to be applied to the whole order to help you cover those shipping prices? Again, this is optional. We can set up shipping to Canada. Guys, one big thing to keep in mind about international shipping is that the built-in CommentSold shipping doesn't quite support international orders. If you do have a lot of international orders, including our friends in the north, just over to Canada, I would highly recommend getting a ShipStation account. Another optional setting we offer is for variable shipping. Again, staying with our optional features as well as your max shipping cost. Then we also have your free shipping maximum. So that's like spend $125 or more and get free shipping. Again, this is very customizable. Spends $50 or more and get free shipping. We also have a really neat feature on called 24-hour free ship. The way free shipping works is that your customers will get free shipping if they have a paid order in the last 24 hours. This is a really neat feature to have on to help your customers come back and continue to shop throughout the day without racking up a whole bunch of charges just in shipping. So if you're going to be posting frequently throughout the day, I would recommend having this on. That way customers can just continue to shop, like I said, without racking up those big shipping cost fees. If you would like to use local pickup, you can make sure it is on. It'll say so right here in parentheses. And then of course, just like the previous page, we come to a lot of really great toggle switches. Again, just to really help you with customization. If you would like to combine orders into the same shipment, if you would like to combine local pickup orders, if you need to apply a custom shipping price, I would recommend leaving this disabled for right now. Our free shipping. This is a really neat feature that some of our shops really like to use. The way it works is that as soon as a customer carts an item, they will have an hour to check out and they get free shipping. Again, a lot of shops like to have it on. It's just a really neat incentive to get your customers past that checkout finish line, if you will. Of course, next we come to the CommentSold shipping. And then of course we have the option to enable shipping to Canada as well as international orders. Again, like I said, if you are not using the CommentSold shipping, you can tell the system that you are accepting those international addresses. If you are using the CommentSold shipping, I would recommend also coming over here to prepaid labels. Just make this part of your setup and go ahead and purchase that prepaid credit. When you go to purchase labels for fulfillment, for getting those packages out in the mail, this is where those credits will be purchased from. So make sure you already have some loaded up before you start fulfillment. All right. The next big tab I definitely want to mention is payment gateways. We talked about this a little bit on the customer point of view, but this is where you will need to enable a payment gateway in order to use the system. Like I said, we connect with Stripe. Stripe was that one that was really, really popular because it can remember the customer's credit card information. We also can connect to your PayPal business account. It must be a business account. We cannot connect to just your personal PayPal account. And last but not least, we can also connect with Square. Now, I know a lot of people use Square as a point of sale system, as an inventory management system, but we unfortunately do not integrate with any of those aspects of Square. We strictly integrate with just the payment gateway portion of Square. All right, guys, let's talk about those auto templates one more time. Remember, those were going to be the in-comment replies to the customer, letting them know, welcome, new shopper. You have just placed a new order. Hey, thank you, we got your order. Now, notice on mine, I don't have a lot of them on. Reason being is for two big reasons. One, my customers are already receiving a messenger notification about most of this information. I feel like when you get an email and a messenger notification and an in-comment reply, that kind of is like information overload. Another big reason I don't have a lot of these on is because notice the system is replying to every single comment. Now, when Facebook notices that you are replying to every single comment, and especially if you're replying to the comments very, very quickly, it's going to be like, there is no way Ashley is responding that quickly. She must be a robot that is spamming people. So they will take away your ability to comment for 24 to 48 hours. We lovingly call that here at CommentSold Facebook jail. Facebook jail is not permanent, and it's just really more of a headache. But one way we can definitely avoid it is to just be really, really, really picky about which templates we want to use, if any of them. If I decide that I even want to use the auto templates, the ones I like to have on are this first one. This is for an invalid comment. This is just letting customers know, hey, you've commented incorrectly. Remember, I said capitalization doesn't matter, but spelling does. So this will just let the customer know, hey, please go back and re-comment with the correct size and color. The other one I like to have on, if I'm even using these, is for brand new customers, letting them know, hey, you need to click on that link. We don't have your email on file. Click on this link so that you can register an account. Now, for those of you that are considering doing live sales through CommentSold, I would highly recommend just making sure these are all disabled. On that very first live sale you do, you're going to get a lot of new customers. You're going to get a lot of people figuring out commenting for the first time. So again, if you're doing live sales, I would recommend just leaving these all disabled. Make sure they're all disabled. All right. The Shopify Sync, I know we talked about this tab already really quickly, but if you have a Shopify account, this is where you'll be able to import all of your Shopify inventory. Having a Shopify account is 100% not required to use CommentSold. However, if you already have one, we can make things a little easy for you so you don't have to input inventory into 2 different places every time you get a new style. When you sync over your Shopify inventory, like I said, you'll have the option to send orders back to Shopify for fulfillment. Again, highly recommend doing that, so that way you just fulfill all in one place. But all of your inventory will show up over here under the Products tab. From now on, once you have made that link, you will be managing your inventory 100% in Shopify. If you need to add a new item, or if you just need to make a simple edit to an item, head on over to Shopify to make those changes, and they will automatically be reflected in CommentSold. The last tab I really want to talk about is this Returns tab. I highly recommend go ahead and loading up some return reasons here. That way, in the event that you have a return, you can just choose why the item was sent back to you. This will be great when you pull reports, so that way you can keep track of why items are sent back to you. Do people keep getting the wrong size? Do they keep getting damaged items? You can really pinpoint these really finite details of your business. All right, guys, so that kind of covers the setup.
Okay, so that hits the highlights on what I wanted to show you guys out of that video. Just how to work that setup tab and all of those different details that you can handle in the setups tab on CommentSold. So that basically covers all the high points that I wanted to hit and make sure that everybody knew about CommentSold, how it works on the customer side, how to set up your account, how the dashboard works. But if you can think of any questions that you have for me, go ahead and put those in the chat box. We'll take a few, have a little bit of time left for some questions. So if you can think of anything, I will go ahead and give you guys some more resources. If you are interested in using CommentSold and you want to go ahead and set up your account, remember that through tomorrow, if you set up your CommentSold account, you get 30 days of a free trial instead of 14. CommentSold actually does webinars themselves, which are amazing. I sat in on one yesterday. It's only about 30 minutes of a webinar, and then they leave 15 minutes for questions. So the time frame is really great. And if you had any more questions after this webinar that you wanted to ask a CommentSold specialist, then they will get right back to you on that webinar, and it is awesome. They break down why you should use CommentSold and more about the benefits that I've already gone through today, just in more detail. So if you go to CommentSold.com, then it's under their resources tab is their webinars, and you can register on their website, and those are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The one I did yesterday was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was really convenient, and I got a lot of good information. But they also have a really great YouTube account, and that's where both of those videos that I showed you guys today are from. They have a couple of those shorter videos that, like I showed you guys about how it works on the customer side, but they have one that's specifically about Facebook Lives, and you can really learn a lot about this software. And it can be complex, and there can be a lot more things to learn if you go to their YouTube account. Okay, yeah, Will's got that webinar link in the chat, but their YouTube account is just youtube.com/CommentSold, I believe. And they've got some short ones, and then they've got some longer videos. The second one that I showed you guys today is actually an hour and 20 minutes long, but I just showed you guys the highlight of setup. There's more information in there about start to finish, about commenting, what a good post looks like. It's really informative, and there is a lot that you can learn and build off of on there. Yeah, he's got the CommentSold YouTube channel in the chat as well. Thank you, Will. So, anybody have any more questions? Those are two really good resources if you want to learn more. There is so much information that you can build off of to really do a successful online sales experience with CommentSold. It's got a lot of features, and their chat is very responsive. I have asked a question in their chat online, and they're really great as well. And they also do have they have virtual chat, and they have a sales calls that you can call their sales team as well. All right. If there are no more questions, then we can wrap this one up. Thank you, everybody, for joining us to learn a little bit more about CommentSold. If you have more questions, remember to, or if you want to learn more, you can check on YouTube or, oh, okay, miss a few minutes, tell me the fees. Okay, let's go back to that slide. Let's see. There it is. There's two different plans. There's a startup or a boutique plan, and it basically just depends on what you need out of it. The startup is pretty basic, and it's $49 a month, and it does the Facebook integration, Instagram, inventory management, automatic invoices, and real-time chat support, and it takes 5% of your sales. The boutique, it has all of those same startup features, but additionally Facebook support, so you can link your groups, your messenger, your pages, scheduled Facebook and Instagram postings, integrated shipping and labels, prioritized chat support, and it's just 3% of sales and $149 a month. But as I mentioned earlier, your free trial, if you sign up by tomorrow, is 30 days rather than 14. So you can get 30 days without payment if you sign up before tomorrow or on tomorrow. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, if there's nothing else, if you can think of another question before you hop on or you don't have to hop on a CommentSold webinar or anything, but if you do have any more questions, I will try to answer them. If you email me at miranda.fairel@edwildchamber.org. I forgot my email for a second. I'm so sorry. But otherwise, thank you all for joining us for the webinar today, and have a great day.